Namaste. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Bon matin. We have still about 2 minutes before it's officially 9 o'clock, environ 2 minutes avant qu'il soit 9 heures. What I'm going to do is I'm going to right away just give a few French instruction to my French community, and I'll come back to you in English for the rest of the class. Donc, allô tout le monde. S'il y en a qui n'étaient pas au courant ou qui ne me suivent pas trop, là, qui n'ont pas vu les autres vidéos sur YouTube où j'annonçais que cette semaine, ce sont des cours en anglais. J'ai eu une entrevue à CTV. Alors, j'ai eu quelques personnes qui m'ont écrit. Puis, je sais aussi dans mes patineurs, j'ai beaucoup d'anglophones qui viennent de d'autres provinces ou d'autres pays. Donc, j'ai décidé d'offrir une semaine au moins de cours en anglais. Donc, le cours va être en anglais, mais hey, vous allez apprendre l'anglais, ceux qui ne connaissent pas. Vous connaissez quand même pas mal les postures, donc ça devrait bien aller. Je vais essayer de mettre des petits points en français une fois de temps en temps pendant le cours. Je vous rappelle qu'il est important de toujours consulter un médecin aussi avant d'entreprendre toute forme d'exercice physique. Et si vous êtes complètement nouveau avec moi, s'il vous plaît, allez voir toutes mes vidéos avant, surtout le cours 1, pour vous approprier à mon langage, l'ABC du yoga, qui vous permettra aussi de connaître mon approche. So I'm switching back in English. Welcome, everybody. I'm really happy to serve the English community this week with English classes. A few pointers quickly. I have a bigger French community. I teach in a town where it's bilingual, but I have a bigger French community, we'll say. So it's possible that I'm giving few little pointers in French during the class. Also, if you're new to yoga, it's always important to consult a healthcare professional before starting an exercise program. I'm going to be talking about the yogic breathing technique. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, I'm not sure if I have it. Oh, go see the video ABC, the ABC of yoga with me. You'll see I'm really showing it at the beginning. But for today, what you can do is just make sure that as you inhale, you're gonna inflate the tummy, and as you exhale, deflate just the tummy. So you'll be doing just what we call the abdominal breathing. We're always inhaling and exhaling through the nose. So yeah, go see this ABC video too. It's gonna help you understand some of my principles. I'm still in week 3 of this whole series since COVID-19, so I'm still teaching in a progressive way, even if it's my first English video. Last but not least, I have a dog. We've taken all the measure to make sure that she doesn't bark, but if ever you hear barking, you'll know where it comes from. I think that's it for me. I have a yoga mat in my previous videos too. Quickly, if ever you don't have blocks, you could always use those folding stools that we often have at home. What you would do is, for example, we use them often when we lounge or we kneel. So you could use one hand on the stool, or it could be a chair next to you, and one hand on the other hand on your thigh, chest forward, back up, shoulders, and still feel the elongation of your back. I'll show you later also what you can do if you use blocks generally to support your hips when you're sitting. So I guess this is it. That's it. That's all. We're going to start, everybody, with our yoga at all level. So I'm going to invite you. I'm just going to lift a little bit my screen. I'm realizing so you can see me better when I'm up. Exactly. So let's go on our back. One vertebra at a time. Take the time. It's going to be so good for me, this class, do believe me. You're going to take the time to just settle, to be comfortable. Officially in yoga, we're laying down flat, but if you need to put for medical reason any cushion either under your thighs, your buttocks, or your neck, go do it. Be careful when you'll start twisting around, especially if you have something under your neck. Protect your neck area. So if it's too smooshy, the neck has tendency to fall towards the ground. So you're going to do the movement just smaller. All right. So in Shavasana, legs spread at the width of your mat. Hands reversed on each side of your hip, about 1 foot distance. Everybody inhale, take a big breath in and hold the breath. And you're going to give me a ha to exhale. And let go of any tension, any thoughts, any preoccupations. Again, 2 more times. Inhale, hold, and exhale, release. One last time, inhale and hold. Oh, exhale, release. And we're going to come back to what we call our yogic breathing technique. And for today, if ever you're new to the technique, you could also watch my first video of gentle yoga because I explain it more in details. But for today, what you can do is put your hands onto your belly. And as you inhale through the nose, you're going to feel the lower belly inflate like a balloon. And as you exhale, it deflates like a balloon. Inhale, inflate. Exhale, deflate. And you're going to continue like this, just focusing on this belly region. And when you feel comfortable, you continue with the same breathing, but hands on each side of the body. And just feel your abdomen inflating and deflating to the rhythm of your breath. For those who know the 3-part breathing, just breathe through those 3 parts. And as you advance in the practice, feel this sense of letting go. Your body is just melting into the ground. Ressentir cet effet d'abandon le plus que vous avancez dans votre pratique de respiration yogique, plus vous vous abandonnez au sol. Always inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Find one specific spot of your breathing to focus on. It can be the inflating, deflating of the abdomen. It can be the sound. It could be the air passing through the nostrils. Or it could be just this overall feeling of your breathing. Just focusing on one single point, one element. The more you observe this element, the more you become one with it. There is only you and this element in the present moment. Continuing with the yogic breathing, we're going to add counts. You're going to inhale in 4 counts and exhale slowly in 8 counts. Donc, on va inspirer en 4, expirer en 8. Let's do it together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale as if you were exhaling softly through a straw. 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Exhale. And continue for a few more reps. Quelques répétitions de plus. And slowly, you're going to let go of any focus on the breathing to completely disappear towards a half sleep state. Let go completely of your body, of your mind, of your whole being. And slowly we're first gonna come back to our yogic breathing technique, or at least your abdominal breathing. Smile to the face. And then slowly start moving fingers and toes. So you'll see I'll make you smile often, because when we smile, the brain recognizes that something is happy within us, and then it starts spreading all this dopamine and all these happy hormones within. So it's a nice way to just, cultivate pure, simple inner happiness. Then we're gonna move our head right to left. And you're going to bring both legs together at the width of your hips. Push into both heels. Stretch your whole body. Bring your arms above your head. Inhale, elongate it. Stretch, 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 stretch. And exhale, release. And we're going to bring the right knee to the chest. You're going to grab it with both hands. If you have trouble grabbing your knee, you can either bring both hands behind the thigh, or you could use a strap. It can be a belt that you have, and put it in front of your tibia simply. So we're going to start in both feet are flexed, and you anchor slightly the abs towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale, knee closes to the chest. Inhale, come back about 1 or 2 inches forward. Exhale, come back to the chest. And you're going to continue like this. Always inhale forward, exhale chest. And in yoga, we bring our attention where there is stimulation. So for most of us, it's going to be here, at that little pinch that we're creating at the groin area. For some, it might be a little stretch they feel on the lower back. Wherever it is, conscious eyes by focusing on that stimulation. And at each exhale, imagine this stimulation relaxing more and more, disappearing slowly. Next time we're at the chest, we're going to stay here. Both hands behind the thigh. Inhale, push that heel towards the ceiling and stretch that leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, let the foot slowly fall towards its own buttock. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, release, and I'm going to let you contemplate the movement. And never go further than 80% of your capacity. What does that mean? Is you're still going to be able to breathe deeply. You're not like over pushing and then stressing your whole body. Also, you want it to be a stretch that you can hold, that is comfortable to hold. You don't want to have a feeling like something is going to rip apart. Excellent. Next time we're up, we're going to stay here. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, bring a little closer to you. And we're going to start with circles at the ankle. If ever for some of you, the back seems to be working too much, just bend the other leg and put the foot flat on the ground in front of the buttock. It's going to help to release the back. And let's start with circles on the other side. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, a little closer. Option. My options are never mandatory. Raise the forehead towards the knee, chin towards the chest, hands gliding at the calf level, elbows out, shoulders relaxed, and stay here. Your leg, the other leg is still stretched if you haven't changed your posture, but again, if you need to protect your lower back, left foot flat on the ground. And here, let the weight of your body accentuate the stress. Just breathe through it. At any time, you can take a break. Inhale, head on the floor, stretch, bring the knee closer to the chest. And exhale, release that leg. And let's go back in Shavasana and just release. Smell into this feeling. Oh, it feels good to release. Shavasana is one of the most important posture of the practice. It allows the body to just spread whatever it cultivated in each exercise. Excellent. We're going to bring back the legs at the width of your hips. Then we're going to bring the left knee to the chest. Both feet flex. Inhale. And exhale, knee closer to the chest. Inhale, come back slowly forward. Exhale, back to the chest. And I'm letting you explore this for a few seconds by yourself. Let the breathing direct the movement and not your head. So it's the rhythm of the breathing that directs each movement. And remain here, knee to the chest, both hands behind the thigh, the left thigh. And inhale, stretch that leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, let the foot slowly come back towards its buttock. Inhale, elongate and smile. Exhale, release. And again, you're going to your own breathing rhythm. Next time we're going to be up. We're going to stay here. Inhale, elongate. Exhale a little closer. And continue with the circles, with the ankle. Other way. And inhale, push into that heel. Exhale a little closer. Option, head up. Hands on the calves. Elbows out, shoulders relax, and breathe. And even though we're using the abs, we're still breathing deeply within our three parts, or at least from the abdominal part. Inhale, head down. Exhale, knee to the chest, and then release into Shavasana. And slowly bring both feet flat in front of each buttocks. We're going to warm up thighs and buttocks with the active bridge. Both hands are going to come flat on the ground on each side of our buttocks. First, before we start lifting the hips up, what I want you to do is learn to press that lower back onto the ground. Now I'm going to exaggerate it just to show you, so it gives you something like this, all right? So imagine that you're pushing the navel towards the spine and you tilt forward the pelvis, see? So just a few more reps. Another way to feel it is put a hand where there's a crease of your back and just press your back against your head. Excellent. Now we're going to be doing the active bridge. So when we start, before we lift, we're going to press that lower back like we just did. So inhale, press the lower back, then press onto feet and thighs. Elongate the body. Push your knees towards the front and feel that stretch here. And as you exhale, slowly come back one vertebra at a time. Excellent. Now, I'm going to ask you not to turn to watch me for those who have their mat on the opposite direction. So I want you to really just leave your head, you're gazing at the ceiling to avoid any injury at the neck. Let's go together. Inhale, press the lower back, then lift up. Make sure you're holding a very slim cushion between both legs. Exhale, come back one vertebra at a time. Inhale, lift up, thighs pressing towards each other, then not necessarily together, but we're pressing a little object between both thighs. Exhale, one vertebra down slowly. I'm going to let you continue by yourself. So this image of squeezing something is to avoid having both knees split out when we lift. Good job. We're going to go 3 to 4 more times. Take your time. And if for some reason, for some, it's overworking the back or something, the knees maybe also, just do that pressure, that first part, pressuring the lower back against the floor. Excellent. We're going to do one last up and down. Very nice. And once you're down, you're going to bring both knees to the chest and rock right to left slowly. Oh, feel that kind of inner cocooning feeling. And then we're going to do circles with the hip on one side, as if your knees were drawing circles on the ceiling. And circles on the other side. Excellent work. Bring both feet on the ground. You're going to turn onto your right side, right arm under your head with a slightly round back, and you're just going to relax here a few seconds. If you breathe very deeply within your 3-part breath, you're going to feel it here more within your lower back, middle back, and upper back. Excellent. With your left hand, you're going to come back up slowly. And we're going to be sitting legs crossed onto our mat. Now, you could always roll the back of your mat and you sit on the roll. Sitting on something is going to just support slightly your lower back. If not, you can sit not on your blocks. It's going to be too high. You could also sit either on a sofa cushion for now, or me, I have those kind of gardening cushion. I love them for yoga because it still keeps you next to the floor. So I'm going to sit on the front of my cushion. And for those whose hips are overworking too much, glide either blocks, or this is a small towel. I use it for hand postures, but if you have a bigger towel, like a real big towel, you could roll it up too and just glide it under your thighs also. So let's warm up the upper body. So we're going to start with the neck. So buttocks well anchored, straight spine, but the body is relaxed. Head on the right, inhale. Exhale, come back down, forward. Inhale, raise your left ear toward the left shoulder. Exhale, down center. I'm going to let you continue by yourself. Always inhale up. Exhale down. Very nice. One last right, one last left. Once we're going to be done, we're going to leave the head down center. As you inhale, feel any tension in either the neck, trapezes, shoulders, back, wherever you feel it. Exhale, encourage the spot to just release and melt. Inhale, feel, accept, smile to it. Exhale, let go. And slowly come back up and inhale. You're going to elongate upward, backward the neck. Exhale, you're going to bring the chin to the chest, head down. Continue. Inhale. When I say elongate backward, we want to stretch. We don't want to collapse on our vertebrae. So always elongate upward, backward, chest slightly up. Exhale down. I'm going to let you continue by yourself. Always inhale up, exhale down. And one last down. And you're going to come up to a neutral position. And we're going to continue with front circles with the shoulders. They become bigger and bigger. And backwards, start small and let them grow slowly. Excellent. Good. We're going to take a break from crossing our legs. And we're going to cross back. Try to cross on the other side. If you remember which leg was front, just do the inverse. We're going to start stretching the sides. So we're going to stretch a lot along hip, waist, and also the rib cage. So the rib cage, think of the rib cage like an accordion. So when we're going to stretch, we want to open between those ribs and exhale. We're not going to want to collapse. We're just going to want everything, the whole area, to just relax by itself. So we're going to bring our left hand onto the ground. And when I'm going to tilt, I'm going to think of the opposite buttock, leaving it to the ground. All right. So inhale, stretch that right arm up from the ribcage all the way to the shoulder, to the tip of the fingers. Shoulder is down. Exhale, stretch into a diagonal, upper diagonal. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, side. And we're going to continue like that few breaths. So see here, I make sure that my buttock does not lift here. It stays to the ground. Very nice. 2 more times. And last, and we're going to switch right away. So inhale, exhale down. Inhale, come up with the left. Exhale down. Inhale, elongate. Exhale. 3 more times. If ever you have shoulder problems, you could put your hand and just lift the elbow. Or put your hand on your thigh and just focus on the stretch of the body. And we come back up. We're going to release little shrugs. Again, we're just going to liberate a little bit our hips. Cross on the side that you want. And now we're going to do the same but static. So inhale, elongate from the ribcage, right arm up. Exhale, glide that left hand onto your mat and press the right buttock in and stretch into the ribcage. The 2 common errors I often see here is often the arm is going to be in front of your face. You want it above your ear. Second, it's like a protection mechanism when it starts pulling. People are going to break at the diaphragm or chest area. So push diaphragm and chest towards me, towards the front. And just stretch up. Exactly. And inhale, come back up. Exhale down. We're going to do right away the other side. Inhale. And exhale, glide that right arm from the floor. Stretch the left and breathe. You can gaze in front or inside of your arm towards the ceiling. And inhale up, exhale, both hands on tibias, and give me a round back with head down. Slowly come back up, both hands in mountain pause. Inhale, elongate, stretch, 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 and exhale down. Excellent work. We're gonna go on all fours. So on all fours, I do not suggest thick sofa cushion. It's way too thick. It's dangerous for your knees. You can use one of those 1-inch garden cushion, or you can simply fold in half at the center of your mat. So that kind of fold will be smoochy enough, if you want, to act as a cushion for your knees. We're going to open wider fingers, index facing forward, and you're going to press into the front of your fingers. All of this is explained in the ABC of yoga. Elbows slightly bend, push the buttocks behind, elongate the neck, and anchor your shoulders towards your hips. Inhale, elongating to length, then curve the back, look forward. Exhale, round back, head down. Inhale, elongate, and curve. Careful those who have hernias. Exhale down. You're going to continue like this. Inhale. So if you have hernia, go see again my ABC of yoga. I'm explaining really well which, depending on the type of hernia you have, how to use these exercises. Oh, feel that fluidity you are inviting into their spine slowly but surely. Excellent. One last inhale. And exhale, we're going to open the knees. The toes are staying together. Buttocks towards the heels, and stretch your body. Elongate those arms and bring the head down on the floor. If I have trouble to bring it on the floor, I could use a block under my forehead. If I don't have blocks, I could just use my forearms on the ground. One fits above the other, and put my forehead on the fist. As you inhale, feel this lower back extending on each side, and as you exhale, it's just releasing on the ground. And come back on all four. Excellent job. We're going to start warming up our downward facing dog. On va chauffer notre chien tête baissée. Inhale, one leg at a time back. Exhale, raise that buttock up, head between both arms, and just pedal down slowly, one foot at a time. Make sure you're pushing your chest towards your knees. And press the feet down, the heels towards the ground. And then you're going to just lift the coccyx a little higher, back of the legs towards the back of the room, and just breathe into this posture. Make sure your shoulders are away from the ears. Inhale, come back into plank. Exhale, release into rounded shoulders, child pose. And come back on all fours. Excellent. So now we're going to work the whole push-up sequence. Now, If you're new to what a yogic push-up is, again, I'm going to invite you to go watch the video called Sun Salutation Broken Down. And it's in my section, Practice Yoga, Pratiquer le Yoga, Practice Yoga with me. Very well explained. For today, just do a normal push-up if you've learned it. If you don't want to do a push-up, what you'll do is you're just going to do halfway, like down here. You're going to curve your back, and then you're going to join us after this into downward facing dog, all right? So everybody, shoulders above the fingers, back up, shoulders towards the hips, and elongate the neck. Inhale, stretch one leg at a time. Option one, first, everybody, knees down, glide forward, bring the chest between both hands, then glide the body and give me half cobra or cobra. Inhale, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank, option knees to the ground, glide forward, exhale, down, push up, inhale, cobra, exhale, dog. I'm going to let you go by yourself for a few reps. Go to your own rhythm. Do not rush anything. One last sequence. And after downward facing dog, we're going to release the arms into Balasana, Child Pose. And release. Excellent job. Again, we're going to be doing only downward facing dog. So inhale, stretch one leg at a time. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to stay here for 3 full yogic breathing cycles. We're going to lift the right leg up. The toe stays as much as possible facing down. Stretch from the hip all the way to the heel. Look between both hands and bring that right foot in front between both hands. Make sure that your toes are in front of their own knees. This is a big no-no. Calls for injury. See, my knee is in front. I want to bring my toes in front. Hands on the ground or on blocks to help. I'm going to pump those hips down. So my back heel is up and I'm pushing that hip towards the heel. Immobilize, so hips down, stretch well that leg, elongate the spine forward, incur those shoulder blades. An option, you can keep that balance, both hands on each side of the hips. Hands down, not on your blocks. If you had block, push them away. And bring that right leg back. We're into plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe deeply. Release any tension. Lift the left leg up as high as you can. Push into that heel. Look between both arms and bring that left foot. Now, you can always bring the other knee to help you and then join us after. That's a good way to help yourself to bring toes in front of the knees. Let's pump it up. And then immobilize. You can have hands on the ground or on the blocks, or both hands on each side. Very nice. In the challenge, we smile. My God, this time flies by. Both hands on each side. Bring that right foot forward. Relax into marionette. So knees are bent, the body is relaxed. Give me little pumps up and down. Release. And come back one vertebra at a time. And once you're up, smile. Grab that beautiful energy around you. Inhale. Exhale, bring it back to the heart. Excellent job. We're going to go with sun salutation. So again here, if you go see that broken down sun salutation, broken down video, if you have not learned it anywhere in any studio or whatsoever. But for today, just do whatever you can. Follow us slowly. I'm going to go slow anyway. This is a for all class. So I'm going to start on this side so people can see better my right leg once I'm going to bring it back. So Tadasana Mountain. Bring hip forward, lift the chest. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, open back curtain, dive, and release. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, down, both hands on each side of the feet. Bring the right leg back. Bring those hips down. Inhale. Retain the breath. Plank. Knees down. Exhale, push up. And inhale, half cobra or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look between both hands and bring the right leg forward. Left, release and relax. Sit on a chair, back up, shoulders look forward. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, dive. Inhale, left foot backward. Bring those hips down. Retain the breath, plank. Exhale, glide, knees on the floor and push up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, dog. Look between both hands and bring the left foot. Don't forget, you can always put the opposite knee on the ground. Bring the right foot and release. Sit back up, shoulders look in front. Inhale. And exhale. Little reset. Inhale. Exhale. Stay where you are. I'm just switching sides so everybody can see well. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, down. Both hands on each side. Inhale, right foot back. Down with the hips. Bring the other leg. And push up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Left, release. And option here to come up. We can stretch the legs, give a flat back. Give me a C with the nose. Inhale, elongate into a flat back. Exhale. So respect your back here. Either you come up with bent knees or straight legs. Inhale. Exhale, down. Inhale, flat. Exhale, down. Inhale, left behind. Down with the hips. Retain the breath. You have the option of doing full push-ups too if you wish. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, dog. Inhale, left in front. Right, released. And inhale, come back up, up, up. Exhale. Little reset. Inhale. Exhale. If you need a break, take it. Stay here and just feel your breathing. We're going to do it one last time on each side. So how I work in a Hatha for beginners or a level is every week I'm going to add a sequence. Eventually, at that level, I never go more than 5 on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flat. Exhale, down. Inhale, right leg back. Bring back down those hips. Plank. And exhale, push up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Left, release. And inhale, come back up. Exhale, one last smile. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flat. Exhale, down. Inhale, left behind, right, push up, exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, dog. Inhale, left in front, right released. And inhale, up, up, up. Exhale, smile. Excellent work, everybody. Good job. Take a sip of water if you need it. Now, we're gonna work 2 warriors. Last week in French, we saw warrior 2. We're gonna see warrior 1 today. So you can leave either your mat like this or put it on the same side as me, as you wish. The important part is you're gonna turn on the side of your mat and open your legs wider than your hips. And you're gonna turn the right foot, on your mirror, the right foot towards the end of one of the mat, and then the left heel towards the other hand. So now I'm gonna show you on your side what it gives. So it would give this right foot, and then I'm turning that left heel towards the back. So which means that back leg is pointing somewhere between the side and the front of the mat. Generally, it's a diagonal here, all right? Now respect how you feel into your pelvis with this. You're gonna face the front foot, so the right foot here, both hands on your hips. Now stay here. Due to the one hip behind, the shoulder wants to follow. So you're gonna consciously bring no, sorry, I'm not on the good side. Am I on the good side? Wait, sorry, I wanna be yeah. I'm so mixed up. Sorry, I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, so you're like this, right? Okay, so that left, I'm gonna do it your side. Here we go. The left of his back. So you're gonna consciously bring that left shoulders forward to be parallel to the front of your mat. Inhale and exhale, bend onto your right knee. Stay here, I'm gonna become, here we go, your mirror. Perfect. Both hands on the chest. Now, I'm gonna turn on the side so you can see. See, you wanna bring chest towards, hands towards chest. You don't wanna be leaning over the hands. And then option, you can bring that little box above your head. Stay here, that little box, your shoulders is relaxed. Avoid shoulders to the ear. Push the chest forward and stay here. Those who have been doing a yoga for a little while or with me, we're gonna add today a little option. We're gonna raise that chest up and elongate that box upper backward and gaze slow, slightly at the ceiling. Very good. The weight is on the front thigh, and I'm pushing also that back hip towards the back little toe to stretch that leg. Both hands down at the heart. Now come back, face the side of your mat. Bring the legs together and shake it up. Excellent. Now maybe some of you are all mixed because I started with your mirror and then your side. We're gonna do now with the left leg in front, okay? So I'm gonna do your side, it's gonna be much easier. So turn left foot towards the end of the mat. Back up that right heel at the back. So the right heel is pointing somewhere between the side and the front in a diagonal. I'm gonna face that left foot, inhale. Exhale, bend onto the knee. My right hip is pushing into the right toe. I'm gonna bring consciously that right shoulder a little bit more forward to be parallel to the mat. Hands to the chest, option 1. Option 2, little box. Option 3, tilt slightly. Just breathe, continue. Inhale, elongate, both hands at the chest. Exhale, come back onto the side of your mat and bring back and sleep. Excellent work, good job. Now, give me Ksepana Mudra. You're gonna cross all the fingers except the 2 index. Feet parallel. Stretch from the rib cage all the way to the index and squeeze that bicep part towards your ears, but relax the shoulders down. This is an excellent exercise to learn this compression stretch. It stretches also what we call the grand dorsal in French. And when we do that little box, often I see people here. So that's going to help you really stretch into your elbows. And release. Excellent. So now we're going to do a combination of Warrior 1 with the option of Ksepana Mudra and change right away into Warrior 2. I'm doing still your sides. It's easier for both of us. So turn the right foot onto one side, back up that left heel, face your right foot, inhale, exhale, stretch, hip to toe, chest forward. Cross fingers except index, inhale, elongate, exhale, release shoulders. You can stay here or do the tilt and just inhale, elongate, and then open. Left arm back, right forward, as if we're passing into a very narrow corridor, and you're into Warrior 2. Make sure in Warrior 2 that the knee has remained centered with the foot and that it's not falling down. Often in Warrior 2 we see this, so open that hip door. Very nice. Come back center and release. Turn left foot, back up right. Face the left foot, inhale. Exhale, bend onto your knee. Remember how to stretch that back leg, chest forward, and option Ksepana Mudra and or tilt. Continue. I'm just going to switch my legs to face you at the end of this. And inhale, and then you're going to turn on the side. So for you on your side, it's left hand in front, right in the back. Make sure your knee is still centered with that center of the foot. Continue. And come back here on this side and release. You're gonna put both hands onto your hips, buttocks back, and then just dive forward, glide your hands either behind your calves, or if we lack a little bit of balance, we can put both hands on the ground and let the head down and release. Bend the knees and come back one vertebra at a time. Smile, inhale. Ooh, exhale down. Very good work. Bring together and shake it off. Excellent job, everybody. We're going to go back to the ground. Stay in the center of your mat. And just bend the knees, drop shoulders, hands down. And give me either extended chalk paws or rounded shoulders. Chalk paws. And we're going to step up and we're going to go on the ground, on our back. Keep both feet flat on the ground. And we're going to do like the butterfly, but on our back. So you're going to bring both, we say plante de pied in French, the under of your feet together. And you're going to drop your knees out slowly. And if this is really overworking your hips, put simply a block under your thighs. For your hands, I'm giving you 3 options. Hands on each side, hands on your tummy, or I like to form a lozenge with my hands and bring it all the way up above my head, but on the ground, and I'm relaxed. But be careful that you're not lifting anything into your lower back. You're relaxed completely. And just be into this sense of opening. You're open to life, open to receive. Breathe and smile. Very slowly, bring both hands on each side of the thighs and just bring your legs together. Bring both knees to the chest and let's massage the back by rocking right and left. And then we're gonna do circles with the hips, like at the beginning of the class. This is massaging more the sacrum area, which is that flat bone you can feel at the lowest part of your back. Oh, it feels so good. We're gonna go on the other way with the circles. And then you're gonna immobilize center and just give me a little rocking back front. And we're gonna leave both knees to the chest. Grab both hands around the knees, inhale. Exhale, bring head up towards the chest, chin in, and just breathe into the back stretch. And slowly bring head and feet down. And we're gonna stretch our whole body, arms up, push into both heels. Inhale, elongate, elongate, smile, smile, stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, release. Oh my God, into Shavasana. This is the part where we are letting go, where we're relaxing completely our body, where our body uses its own intelligence and spread whatever it's cultivated through the practice. It's spreading it all around wherever it's needed. All you need to do is completely let go and disappear for a few minutes. And slowly we're going to come back to the feeling of our body by moving fingers and toes and starting to reawaken it. And we're going to turn at the same time, head right to left. And as we inhale next, we're going to push into both heels, stretch the whole body. And exhale, release. With eyes still closed, you're going to turn onto your right side first. With a smile to the face, just observe this new inner state of yours. And you're going to push slowly onto your left hand to come and sit for your meditation period. You can either sit onto your mat, legs crossed. If you have a meditation bench, you can use it. Or me, I'm going to use a chair to make sure I am comfortable. I'm there in life now. I'm going to bring it also a little closer to you. There we go. Okay. So give me a second. I'm just going to grab my chair. Excellent. Excellent. So as you continue to just get ready, I'm going to start explaining the concept of today. Last week, in French, I was inviting people to repeat themselves, inhale as they were inhaling and exhale as they were exhaling, silently into their mind. But what that does is it helps you to just be with the action. You're repeating actually what you're doing. It's a kind of contemplating / mantra meditation. I would invite you to go see that video I uploaded this week, which is mind versus meditation. It really explains why we have difficulty to first just observe silence, all right? So today what we're going to do, we're going to use more of an image and a feeling. So we're going to inhale life, anything that's life, energy, prana, vitality. In yoga, we work with prana, which is the vital energy that exists in everything that exists, okay? So inhale life, vitality, prana, oxygen, whatever helps, works for you in your mind. And as you exhale, you're going to imagine that you're exhaling everything out you don't want in your body. Toxins, sickness, tension, emotion, people, situations. So it's just out of your life, out of your body. So inhale life, vitality, exhale anything else. We're not going to say that to ourselves. It's really more of a feeling, right? As you advance, we're letting go more and more. So we're going to get to focus more into this inhaling life and just exhaling to excel, right? And we're going to remain more and more into this beautiful, vital energy. I'm just going to explain in French quickly. Donc, la semaine passée, suite à l'exercice j'inspire, expire, aujourd'hui, on va inspirer tout ce qui est vital. Donc, la vie, le prana, l'oxygène, ce qui fonctionne pour vous. Donc, inspire la vie et expire tout ce qui est déchets, ce que tu veux plus dans la vie. Déchets, personnes, situations, émotions, maladies, whatever. OK? Mais on ne se dit pas ça. On dit juste, c'est un feeling, c'est une pratique de sensation énergétique. Donc, inspire la vie, expire le reste. Mais à force d'expirer, on va vraiment avoir évacué. Et ce qu'on veut, c'est de se tourner plus sur ce qu'on veut attirer, le positif. Donc, on va inspirer, se concentrer de plus en plus sur cette énergie vitale et rester dans cette vitalité. Et l'expiration devient juste, dans le fond, éventuellement une expiration pour expirer. C'est bon? So let's start, everybody. Hands on the thighs, mains sur les cuisses. Close your eyes. We're going to come back to 3 yogic breathing first, which is always a good door to enter back in. On revient à 3 respirations yogiques juste pour s'intérioriser. And when you're ready, you start with this concept of inhaling life and exhaling anything else that you just want out of your life. Donc, quand vous êtes prêts, vous commencez avec cet exercice. Inspire, vitalité. Expire le reste. Puis lentement mettre de côté l'exercice et juste vous laisser baigner dans cette énergie de vitalité, de vie intérieure. Just put aside the exercise and just let yourself float for a few minutes into this beautiful vitality, this life force within. And very slowly, you're going to come back to the overall feeling of your body on your chair, on your mat, on your blocks. Revenir à soi quelques instants. And slowly move fingers and toes. And put both hands in prayer in front of your heart, les deux mains au cœur en prière. We're going to close this practice with the 3 Aum followed by the Shanti. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And I thank you again for a wonderful practice. Merci à tout le monde de votre belle pratique. Make sure you subscribe in order to continue to follow the lives. Mais assurez-vous de continuer à suivre les lives en direct en pressant s'abonner. Grazie mille, namaste, et on se revoit la semaine prochaine. See you next week.